we celebrate tonight Yom Ha'atzmaut. And this is different Yom Ha'atzmaut than the other times of celebration, as we find ourselves in a period of a world pandemic, the likes of which are simply unprecedented. What I'm going to do in my brief remarks is introduce the siyum that we've all undertook to study Kol Sifrei Kodesh, all of Tanakh, all of Mishnah, all of Shas Bavli. Together, our whole student body and our community, to heal a wounded world, to bring merit for Refuah Shalema. And it's this theme that is fundamentally connected to Yom Ha'atzmaut. It's fundamentally connected to Yom Ha'atzmaut. And that's why it's so appropriate that we mark this, this conclusion and this accomplishment tonight. You know, we started this this endeavor really at the very beginning. This is now, I guess, 6 weeks. Is it 6 weeks, 7 weeks in? At the time, you know, we just heard the news of a student was tested positive. No one knew. Totally unscripted. The first one almost, ground zero for its breaking in New York. Now, weeks later, who could have imagined over 50,000 lives lost in the United States of America alone? And just today, a few hours ago, we just lost one of our own, a student of Yeshiva University, Sadia Aaron Price, a student of the Makor program. Was taken from us. Saji was so beloved by the student body, by everyone here. He added so much to our Talmidim, so much to this yeshiva. We'll commemorate him, and we'll have time to commemorate him. It just highlights the period that we're in and the loss that we all feel, and the importance of a siyum to heal a wounded world, because we are wounded. We are wounded. And specifically to mark the siyum at the ma'avar from Yom HaZikaron to Yom Ha'atzmaut, because this siyum ties together our core values of Torah, Talmud Torah, Chesed, and Tzionut, and Zionism. Now, I remember when I first moved to Israel, one of the days we sent, my son came back from school, and he said to me, Abba, you know, today we had a Katyusha rocket drill in yeshiva. I said, I don't know, I've never had a Katyusha rocket drill. I don't know what that is. I assumed it was something like a fire alarm drill that we used to have in America, where everyone would go single file, you know, quietly and leave the building. So I asked my son, I said, is that what everyone did? You know, the alarm went off and everyone went single filed outside the building. And he looked at me and he said, Abba, what are you talking about? I said, I'm in the 8th grade. My job was to make sure that the first graders got out. And the 7th graders' job was to make sure the 2nd graders got out. And the 6th, the 3rd, the 5th, the 4th. That's what we do in a Katyusha rocket drill. And it really struck me so powerfully that one of the core lessons in Israel is the sense of achrayut the sense of responsibility, that we need to take responsibility and we need to take care of each other. And this is the bigger message about Israel, Medinat Israel, and its purpose for our people and its purpose for the world. You know, there are two kinds of prophetic visions of Geula that's told in the prophets. The Navi Yechezkel speaks of dried bones coming back to life and returning to Israel, the Kibbutz Galiot, where Israel is a place of safe haven and salvation for the Jewish people. And then there's another vision in Yeshayahu, Ve'aviotim al har kadoshi, v'simachtim bebeit tfilati, ki beiti beit tfilah yikarei lekol ha'amim. That Israel is a place, it's a place of prayer, it's a house of God, not just for the Jewish people, but where God's words and God's love emanates throughout to all the world. That Israel is not just for the Jewish people, it's a herald and harbinger for a better world. Being a religious Zionist, Dati Leumi, means for us to support Israel as a reality, as a homeland for our people, but it's also Israel as a hope. To bring our values to our people and to the world. It is Reshit Tzmichat Gulatenu. Not just a safe haven and harbinger. It's a place for our Jewish values, for Jewish values to live and for Jewish values to disseminate. This is the Tzionut that we celebrate. It's a Tzionut, it's a Zionism of Torah and Chesed. Because being a Zionist is not simply living in Israel. It is living the values of Israel. Wherever one resides and is located, one must live the values of Israel and spread these values. Spread these values to our fellow Jews and spread these values to the world. Torah v'kiddush Hashem. And this is why it is particularly appropriate to begin Yom Ha'atzmaut with this siyum, a siyum of Kol Sifrei Kodesh, a siyum to heal a wounded world, a siyum on Yom Ha'atzmaut to tie Torah and Chesed to Tzionut, because this is what our Zionism is all about. This is Reshit Tzmichat Gulatenu. We are working to bring the Geula, to redeem our world.